Hey there everybody, it's Joni with Weathered Wings, and I'm here to inspire you to create or paint something pretty for your home. The big thing now I'm seeing are the sashes on wreaths. Okay, so I've ordered a couple of those sashes from Amazon, but I just didn't really like them, and I've had all this drop cloth because you know I made those window awnings, and then but I had this drop cloth is a little softer than the other drop cloth that I used. So I thought this would work for a sash. So I'm just going to make my own. This is one I've already made, and I'm going to stamp on it. I'm going to stamp something cute on it. But this is what I'm talking about. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's just, you know, you can tie a bow, but it's really for a sash. So I'm going to show you how to make one of these really easily. And then I have this wreath from, I've had it for years. I have two of them. And I love it because I just like green, but I also have this lamb's ear that I think I may cut some pieces out of here and hot glue them in because I really like the two-tone green look. You know, so this is a light green. But let's, I'm going to do this the easy way. Let's just come on down and let me show you what I'm doing. Okay. So these sashes are, now you could make it even longer. I wouldn't have minded it being even longer. But the standard size you'll see is like 52 inches. I actually cut this 53 inches just to allow, because, you know, just to allow some, and I needed it. Some imperfections, but anyways, and you want to allow like a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Okay, so let's do the basics real quick. Like I said, and it's like 5 inches wide. So I'm going to take this edge. It has the little selvage edge. Okay, and I'm going to measure 5 inches. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay, measure 5. Cut it right there, and then I'm just going to strip it. Rip it, not strip it, rip it. Just rip it down. This was a long piece of drop cloth because I wanted to use this. I ordered this for my curtains, my little awnings, and it would have been fine, but it was the other fabric. I had already made one with the other drop cloth, and it was just a little more sturdy, had a little more weight to it. All right, so now I'm just gonna fold it, and I want it to be 50, I'll just cut it at 53. And y'all, I'm not a seamstress, so I apologize in advance if I do something that that is just quirky or wrong. But I am not. I'm not a seamstress. I can sew some stitches, and that's just about it. I can follow a pattern. I used to could. I used to make my girls some dresses. But you know, I do more ripping out than I do just because. If something doesn't look right, I don't realize that it'll look okay in the end. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this right here at the 53 so I can make a mark. Just going to make a mark. I'm cutting it at the 53. Okay. All right. Okay, and so now we want to make that little tail deal too. So, you know, this is 5 inches, and so to get a 45-degree angle, you would go up 5 inches and then cut down, right? So that's showing that right here on this little thing. So I'm just gonna lay this down because this is a measurement right here, and that's 5 inches. So I'm just gonna put a mark right there. And then I'll draw a line So there's our little angle. So then we're gonna pin it. So the next thing you will do is just pin it. Oh, you got to do the other end. Sorry. You got to do the other end as well. Mark this edge. 5. And corner to your mark. So from here, I just like pin it because we're gonna sew it. Now we sew it all the way around, but we leave a little open space so you can turn it inside out. Because this is, oh actually, it really doesn't matter for drop cloth, but this is, you know, if this was regular fabric that would have a print, you would put right sides together. So for me, it really doesn't matter because, you know, both sides are exactly the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So just pin it. And you don't have to pin it if you can keep it straight in the sewing machine. I cannot. I mean, you know, just kind of move. This just makes it easier. But y'all, it's so easy. Even if you found some really cute fabric, I just, you know, I didn't want to take the time to go do that. And I thought, well, this would be really cute if you stamp something on the bottom. And, you know, you can have it monogrammed. You could stamp it with your initial, which I thought I would do that, but then I thought, no, I'm going to do something else. Okay, so this is just getting it ready to sew. Alright, so you would just stitch all the way around, and then in one area just leave a little spot open like I did here. I haven't sewn that back. So here's a little, see, you just leave a little, see where's this, that short end? So this is where we are, right where I just left off, and I stitched around. Okay, I stitched all the way around. I'm not going to take that all the way out, but anyway, you know, so I stitched all the way around, except for that little hole. So y'all that sew, you know what I'm talking about, but you got to have a little space so you can turn it right side out, okay? And once you sew it, it'll look like this. Okay? And then you'll, I couldn't find my needle, any of my needles. I don't know where they are. But then you would just stitch that up by hand, right here. You just take your little needle and thread and just do some stitching right there. Okay? So for now, I want to stamp. See how easy that was though? That was so easy, y'all. And we can make these so cute. So I got my ink pad here. I'm just going to do it in black. My brayer here. And then I've got 2 different stamps. So I've got 2 wreaths because I got 2 doors. So I'm going to make 2 of these. But I think when you do like embroidery or do something, I think most people just do one side. What do y'all think? One side or 2 sides? But see, I'm gonna take this stamp. Now this, oh, I don't even know the name of this stamp. Let's see if it's written on here somewhere. Yeah, it's the veranda stamp. This one. And so I've taken off this little piece that is that little flower right there on top. Okay, and I thought that would be really cute. So I was going to do this flower on one. I want to get an idea of where. I just tie a knot, basically, and then play with it. And you can do this on the reverse side so that, see, like that, so your knot looks good. Let me do that. So this was from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, Hobby Lobby. This kind of takes me some playing. And then you just kind of play with it. I'm not going to take the time to do all that. Just wanted to see, like, what side. That's not even, but I'll play around with that. All right, so let's take our ink. All right, I'm just going to use this as my thin mount. It fits on there pretty nicely. My little lid here. All right, so I'm using my brayer. I've just decided that works best for me as far as not overloading my stamp and getting it all down in there, all down where it should not be. But a lot of times I will just take my stamp, like my ink pad, and stamp it like that. But I have decided that less is better, even if it doesn't come out totally. I just seem to get better definition like this. But you do want to make sure you have enough ink on there. So I'm just going to use this little thing right here. Let's see, is this like a... Doesn't really matter. I just want to show y'all. But I'm trying to think of what I want it hanging this way instead. I think so. So I'm going to play with that to make it do this. Okay, hang this way. All right. Give it more time because it's probably drying with me playing around. All right. Drop it. Press it. You try hard not to shift it. This gives me something to hold on to as well. There we go. That's cute. I'm going to take this off so I can show y'all better. Plus I got to sew this piece. Upside down? No. So then there's the little. So you could get white cotton fabric and do this, or like I said, just our little print would be cute too. But I really like it on the drop cloth, and so I'll do another one. The other one, I wanted to stamp a little bird. So I really like that. So that'll be knotted and hung